Inosuke just shoves it all into his mouth, but I'm not gonna. Hello everybody, it is me, Élise, and today I am making every single dish from Demon Slayer. Kimetsu no Yaiba, or Demon Slayer, follows the story of Tanjiro, his sister Nezuko, and their friends Zenitsu and Inosuke as they travel the world in search of the cure for the demon curse. Demon Slayer is so popular and the movie was immaculate. So of course I am going to make every single dish from this anime. There's not too many, but there's just enough. So let's do it. You guys remember the scene where Tanjiro, Zenitsu, and Inosuke are led to that mansion and there's that old lady who feeds them a bunch of food and takes care of them, and Inosuke keeps trying to eat all the tempura? That is what I am making. Let's do it. All right, so for the tempura, I got my eggplant, lotus root, sweet potato, zucchini, and of course, our shrimps. I made the tempura batter by sifting some cake flour, combining an egg, some ice cold water into a bowl and mixing it, and then adding the cake flour little by little until it was all combined. Okay, so now that my batter is done, my vegetables are prepped, and my shrimp is shrimping, it is time to coat everything so we can go fry it. We're gonna coat them in the flour and then put them into our mixture here. We're gonna bring it over to the stove so we can fry it. I fried the vegetables first, then the shrimp. I tried not to overcrowd the pan and only cooked them for about 2 to 3 minutes. They came out so beautiful and crispy. All right, I have my tempura and it's smelling so nice and so delicious. I think I'm gonna start with the zucchini. Inosuke just shoves it all into his mouth, but I'm not gonna. I dropped my zucchini. Still gonna eat it, but I'm not gonna do that because I am prim and proper. Ooh. Now, of course, the shrimp. Come on, get some shrimp. Oh yeah. Yeah. I gave up on the chopsticks. I'm gonna continue eating this. Oh yeah. Now I'm going to make the bento box that Rengoku was eating when he was on the Mugen train and couldn't stop saying how delicious it was. For the bento box, I cut some thin strips of steak, some green onion and a regular onion, and some firm tofu. Then I grilled those up so nicely, oh yes. And then it was time to put everything together. I put some rice as the base and went ahead and put on my grilled steak. Come on, come on. A little bit of tofu, my green onions, and then of course, this is my friend the egg, and a little bit of dried seaweed, and there it is. Delicious. Delicious. I don't like tofu, but delicious. All right, I am going to finish eating this because Rengoku ate like 15, so I have to eat at least that amount. Next, I'm gonna make the onigiri that Tanjiro and his friends were given when they set off on their next mission. I got my rice here. I've got some seaweed, and I've got, of course, the umeboshi, which is traditionally what onigiri is stuffed with. But then I also have here a little tuna mixture. To have a different flavor in the other one. Hey, how you doing? Let's grab a mound of rice and we're gonna just start forming it into a triangle shape. I usually just push a little hole into the center. Umeboshi, our pickled plum, and we're gonna put that right there in the center. Another scoop of rice to cover the top. I'm getting really good at shaping these. I feel like I do this so often. Put it right on top and form the two halves together. Wonderful! I got some strips of seaweed here. We're gonna wrap these around each side, and it's like the little holdy thing, you know? Here they are, my 2 onigiri. Oh yes. Let's give one of these a try. Oh yeah. I've heard you can buy this on the street or you can just eat it as a snack, but I feel like with the amount of rice that this is made out of, it's a pretty heavy snack, right? But it's delicious. All right, let's move to the next dish. Remember the scene where Tanjiro literally scarfs down 2 bowls of udon? Yeah, I'm gonna make that. So I started my broth with some dried shiitake mushrooms, seaweed, fish flakes, boiled that all up and got myself a nice little broth going. I grated my Japanese mountain yam. The texture is so Sloopy doopy. Ooh, it's so slimy. Grated that up. I also have my udon noodles. I fried my egg just a little bit, cut my green onions, and now it's time to assemble. Starting with soy sauce as a base to get that salty flavor. Then I'm just pouring in my udon noodles. Then goes in the delicious broth. Oh yes, look at that color. Then the Japanese mountain yam. Wow, wow. Okay, sunny side up egg come through. Then the green onions and a little bit of crispy dried seaweed and a little bit of wasabi. Yes, there it is, our udon. All right, here it is. The udon that Tanjiro and Nezuko were eating. OMG. It smells really good, just like udon that you would get at like a restaurant. And I'm very curious about this mountain yam. Look at that texture. Give this a little slurp. Ooh! I surprised myself. Tanjiro knew what he was ordering when he got this. I guess the mountain yam is more of a texture thing than it is a flavor thing, because it's a very, very mild flavor. But this is good. I enjoy this. That was it. That was every single dish from Demon Slayer, hopefully. I'm pretty sure that was everything. If I missed something, let me know. But that was a pretty fun challenge. There wasn't too many complicated things. And yeah, it was great. I don't know what anime I'm going to do next, but definitely leave in the comments any suggestions that you guys would like to see. And yeah.